Is Marshawn Lynch, gentlemen, the missing piece?
He could be, right? I mean, the Raiders were so close last year, and then Derek Carr got hurt, and it all kind of went to hell. But, Mark, how about now you put Lynch in there, and if beast mode is beast mode, that offense is nasty.
Jack Del Rio said a couple times, we want to find that power runner. And this is a guy that went up against Marshawn Lynch in Super Bowl 48, remembers what Marshawn Lynch and the Seahawks did to that Broncos defense. So, listen, he's an Oakland guy. Del Rio's an Oakland guy. This fits for me.
They bring in Cordero Patterson. They bring in Jared Cook. You add speed. If Marshawn Lynch is the Marshawn Lynch we remember, the offense can be as good as anybody's, but you're dealing with a defense that had the most yards per play in franchise history. They haven't fixed that.
Well, it doesn't make up for, moving the franchise, but it is an olive branch to the local fans and a reason to get even more excited about this offense, which is already exciting. And he fits that team because they don't need him to be the old Marshawn Lynch. They have DeAndre Washington. They have Jalen Richard, who I think is a great third down back. So he's just going to take those power runs. He doesn't have to touch the ball 300
And by the way, behind a great offensive line, something he did not have at the latter stages in Seattle.
That's a really interesting point that I hadn't even thought of, Mark. Greg, this idea that maybe it's an olive branch to Oakland, because there's a part of me that thinks like, hey, Adrian Peterson is still out there. If the money was even, is Peterson a better option than Marshawn Lynch?
I think Peterson was, but the fit is there for Oakland. And if you really – do you want to talk about the missing piece?
Okay.
Yeah. Richard Sherman's on the trade market.
Ooh,
there you go.
Get Richard Sherman. Now you've got a defense. Reunite Sherman and Lynch.
Seattle South.
And doesn't Marshawn Lynch just feel like a Raider? I love it when the Raiders make moves that Al Davis would have made. And this is one of those, moves. He deserves to be a Raider. I think that's how he feels.
So it was the Vegas move, but that's a whole other thing. I like it. All right, I'm in. You guys have kind of talked me into it. We need to figure out somebody that can take on the Patriots. And the Raiders, with Richard Sherman, with Marshawn Lynch, they can do it.
With your boy Derek Carr.
We don't have Tony Romo and the Texans being on primetime anymore. So now you have Marshawn Lynch, and I think the Raiders are among the most watchable teams in the NFL.
They should be the favorites in the AFC West.
Wow.
3.8 yards per carry on 111 attempts. Wasn't the best running back on his team the last time we saw him.
Year to get healthy.
All right. Andrew, we like the idea, but a little trepidation.
A little bit. You know what? It would make for great TV. We could agree on that.
Do you like this move for Oakland, LT?
I don't think they have anything to lose with this move. I mean, Marshawn is from the area. Obviously, I think with them moving to Vegas and then, signing Marshawn, a hometown kid, I think that kind of dampens the blow of them leaving a little bit. You know what I mean? It lightens the blow, I should say. And so I get that part of it. My thing is how much does he really have left? I mean, we know the last time he played in 2015, only 6 games he was able to start because of those injuries. So how much does he have left? How much motivation does he have to really contribute to this Oakland team? And remember, Sean, this is a team that primarily likes to throw the football. They work a lot out of the shotgun. So how much does Marshawn actually fit into this offense? But if you're Oakland, I don't think you have anything to lose by signing a player like Marshawn Lynch.
Well, he'd certainly be playing behind a pretty good offensive line there.
Yeah, just looking at the on-the-field product, I mean, if you get the healthy Marshawn, so maybe you got to go back to 2014 to get that guy behind this mammoth O-line, man, I mean, that's a nightmare for the rest of the AFC West, figuring out, all right, how are we going to stop beast mode behind all these big fellas? But, you kind of hit on the health factor. Marshawn Lynch took a year off, so is he in great shape? I mean, how's the back? How's the groin and the core muscle? But also, what am I getting with Marshawn? I mean, is he just coming back for 1 year? Now if I'm the Oakland Raiders, look, I've got a good nucleus, I've got a good locker room, I've got a good team, but is Marshawn going to be committed long term?
Is that okay,
and long term, maybe 1 or 2 years.
As LT brought up, bridge the gap there between those. This could be a few awkward years there in Oakland before they move to Las Vegas. And he certainly could help in that department.
He would help if they're winning games, But really, I mean, look, people aren't going to go to watch the game just because Marshawn's from the area. I mean, that sounds great and all, but I think the big key for Marshawn is
they love them some Money Lynch up there.
But what is Marshawn coming back for? And if he's coming back because he loves the game and he found that by taking the year off, he missed the game, then I think I'd be all in if I'm Jack Del Rio. But if it's
or because he loves like, Oakland, which might be as strong a motivating factor for someone like him.
Yeah, which does that mean he quits if they go to Vegas? When they go to Vegas?
Maybe.
I'm done.
And then bring in another running back.